Flag. Yo, if you want to watch my stream, search my thing up in YouTube. It's at 10 o'clock. You have cleats, right?
They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Honestly, yeah, I can make something happen.
It is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Able to put, and he will force his way into the end zone.
You watching the game yet or no?
Touchdown. Gus Edwards hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Some broke 3 tackles.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll let it go deep for Foster. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. This, the 2nd meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Foster.
Bro, so you just telling me over this like we talk, like you got no business doing that. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, alright, that's it, really, man. I ain't even try to get in there, bro. Like, it was just one of those, like, alright, bro, like, nah, I gotta clip you. Like, I was just, you know, like when you're being nice, just answering someone's Snapchat.
Counting down toward the midway point.
She took it too far.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, like some valid blackfish too. She got me tight as fuck, not even gonna lie. Like
He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incomplete pass on the play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The kick by Marr is good.
7-3.
That kick by Marr, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know
good,
it'll bring
JK.
you, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And here's right as a
Met
run
in
and down the
Baltimore. You
field.
might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On the return, Phillips.
Hmm.
Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up
Adafi
by the Ravens.
always with another
And a
strip
first
sack.
and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going.
And he'll take it into the end
JK
zone for a
ran that
Ravens
nigga
touchdown.
over.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
You seen the
And the lead
touchdown
is
run?
up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there.
Oh my God. Roughing the
Pass
fucking
incomplete,
passer.
but the
Clay
flag
can't
in
be
the
big bitch.
backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll set up to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's 3rd and 27. Say I want to run with Lamar.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
You just called me pussy. Okay.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Room past the 20. Pushing his way through. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do?
Lamar!
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Wow.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Jackson.
He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, here's Foster. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Come on, Turb, bro.
New Yorkers know.
Damn, Patrick was good today, too.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio.